Patrick Ewing saying, not in my house. You cannot come across the lane, and that's what you got to do. Get in the path and force the man out. And no, you are not going to the offensive boards this time, says Charles Oakley as he gets the elbow up into the chest of Dennis Rodman.
The Bulls have gone 4 minutes without scoring. 0 for 7 from the field. Both these teams have gone through drought periods over the first 2 games. Bulls missing their last 7 shots. Here's Starks with the steal. And a little extra provided by John Starks as the Knicks now lead 19-6, a 13-0 run by New York.
Well, the Bulls offense is not a motion offense, but it does require ball movement and flare movement. And so far, Chicago basically standing around. That lets the Knicks get in passing lanes.
Michael Jordan ends the Knick run. So Jordan, 3 of 7. He has 6 points. The Knicks 19 and the Bulls 8. Ewing and Weddington getting involved. And again the foul against Chicago. That's number 1 on Weddington.
Patrick Ewing trying to set up down low, and Bill Wennington trying to do the same thing that Patrick Ewing did a little bit earlier, making the bump, make it out high so the offensive player can't get good post position. The Knicks suffer with their offense because a lot of it is so stationary. One of the reasons why they are not a good offensive rebounding team, and one of the good reasons why Chicago is normally one of the best offensive rebounding teams, besides Dennis Rodman, is they get a lot of movement, a lot of action, and it's tougher to get your defensive body for the offensive rebounder.
And in the personal foul department, 6 calls against Chicago, none against the Knicks. The Bulls are over the limit. George with a pretty move. He'll go to the line, and that is the first foul called on the Knicks. The Bulls had gone 4 minutes and 29 seconds between points before Jordan a moment ago was able to hit. And now Michael will shoot 2.
And referee Hugh Hollins underneath the basket talking to both Charles Oakley and Dennis Rodman, telling them that's enough. I'm not going to take any more of it. He's talking about the jawing and the complaining that's going on and the physical nature of their play. Both of them are going to have to watch it. In particular, Dennis Rodman, because of the absence of Tony Kukoc. As Phil said before the game, he's expecting somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 minutes and 40 minutes of composure from Dennis Rodman.
Able to take it out of the hands of Ewing. Illegal defense against the Knicks for the first time. 3.5 remaining in the first quarter. And the Knicks with a 20-9 lead. Michael Jordan accounting for 7 of the 9 Chicago points. The other basket scored by Luke Longley. Now Jordan to the post up. The help came late, but it forced Jordan to give it up. Knicks doing a nice job off the boards, keeping it away from Rodman.
Well, there it is so far. Michael Jordan taking the bulk of the shots. Nobody else seemingly get involved. And Michael in that post position until that last time has been able to go one-on-one. Oakley came over to force things, and Patrick Ewing did a good job of getting a body on Rodman.
Off the steal, here's Pippen, but 3 Knicks get back. Pippen for 3. Well, Scottie Pippen continues to have his shooting problems. Over the first 2 games, 11 of 36 from the field. He had that one good spurt in the 4th quarter on Tuesday. The steal by Harper.
Well, the Knicks defense backing off now, just letting the Bulls throw the ball around the perimeter. They started out the game with some good pressure.
Deflected out by the Bulls.
Well, so far the big men of New York, Patrick Ewing and Oakley in particular. And now a turnover here. The ball's going to go back to Chicago.
Now apparently a change of the ball.
Okay.
Ed rush overruling the earlier call.
But Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley doing a good job of keeping their body between, whether it's Wennington or Longley, but in particular Dennis Rodman. But where the Knicks are really going to have to get it is from their guards. They have not chipped in the rebounding department. The starting guards, Starks and Harper, only 6 defensive rebounds in the 2 games played.
Steve Kerr has come on for the first time, and Charlie Ward, who missed game 2 with a stomach virus, stepping on the floor. Charlie Ward played very well in the previous series against the Cavaliers. Pippen going glass. Scottie Pippen with his first field goal. He was 0 for 5. Pass intended for Oakley. Took a hit from Rodman. A hard hit offered up. And a technical foul being called. Hugh Hollins indicating the T on Rodman.
Well, the sharp pass from John Starks to Oakley, who felt pressure from behind, and the hard hit by Dennis Rodman. And as Oakley was hit, he flung back an elbow in the face area of Dennis Rodman.
So John Starks shooting the technical. The Knicks 21 and the Bulls 11. Dennis Rodman, Charles Barkley leading the way in this department, followed by Gary Payton, Anthony Mason. Now Pippen will sit down, replaced by Jud Buechler.
Well, Scottie Pippen picked up 2 quick personal fouls, looked over to the bench at that point, and asked Phil to let him go for a while, which he did. The Knicks did not really take advantage of it by trying to go right at Scottie Pippen to pick up the 3rd.
22nd timeout called by the Knicks. Mason could not find anyone to inbound the ball. 2 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in this first quarter. You see